Welcome to the Family Mess Podcast. I'm your host, Ian. And this is my wife and co-host, Natalie. The Family Mess, the podcast about life with kids and all things adulting. Let's talk.
Is say, hey, Ian, let's go, or sometimes we'll leave and go to eat for an hour by ourselves and leave the kids at home. That's our kids are older now, but when they were younger, we would we used to do quiet time, like an old withered up flower.
Withered up flower.
And then all the little petals fall off.
Damn, Natalie. That's...
Hey guys, if it's crazy,
All right, go now.
Wait.
Get in there! Oh my God!
Hey guys, welcome to the Family Mess. I'm Noah, and have a nice day.
Good God!
I love the Family Mess. Oh my
So here we are again, recording late into the night. I was supposed to finish this recording 2 hours ago, and it's hot as hell in here. Do you have anything to say?
Well, we're here. Let's just do it. Make the best of it.
Well, I'm just so over this damn recording thing. I need help, podcast world. Our listeners out there, help me, please. I think the mixer I have sucks. I'm not sure. I was messing with this thing for an hour, and now it starts to work again. I don't know. How long has it been since we put out a recording? 2 weeks? I bet you it's been like 3 weeks.
I have no idea. I just show up and
you
talk
never have any
and
idea.
then-
I'm the one who has to do everything to get you involved, and you're so busy because your schedule's so busy.
And you do so well at it.
No, I don't, because I need to ring you in all the time. I barely got you. The only reason you're here today is because I said, Natalie, put it on the calendar, and you had to do it because you didn't want to disappoint me, because you love me.
I don't know who told you that, but if you want to go with that, that's what we'll go with.
Whatever. Well, you can say what you want to say. But what's been going on the last 2 weeks? Oh, man, Kobe Bryant, man. Gosh. That wasn't good.
No.
That whole thing really bothered me. I was with Noah when it happened in Miami, and that ruined my whole day.
Major reality check. I'm not a Kobe fan, though. I've never been a Kobe fan, even in death. Sorry, R.I.P. Kobe, but I've never been a Kobe fan. But him dying, in that crash like that, like it was definitely unreal. Like he just seemed like a person that, I don't know. He had it all, and then it can happen to him in the blink of an eye like that.
I don't know why it bothered me so much.
It's just a reality check.
Is that what it is? A reality check that he's so young and he died, and it happened so suddenly.
Yeah, it was just quick. It was just sudden. Like people like him don't just die. Like that doesn't happen.
It's Kobe Bryant, man. You're not supposed to die like that. I mean, just thinking about it now, we had some of my coworkers at work. Shout out to my boy Trent. I got to give him a shout out real quick. Naveed.
You're one friend.
At least I have one friend. Okay, you're a damn hater, so don't start with me. But like I was saying, I don't know why that death bothered me so much. It's just talking about it still. I couldn't watch any SportsCenter. I just started watching SportsCenter this week because I don't know what it was. Just him passing away just bothered me. And I didn't even know the guy.
Well, it's because you see him, so he's like real. He's like a part of your life. That's what people don't
Is that what it is?
Those haters out there. A lot of, I am not a Kobe fan. I did not hate on his death, and people are like, well, what's the big deal? And,
Is that what it is?
You see them on TV and they become part of your life. People on TV, and that's why they're kind of freaked out when they meet people in person, and people are like,
because they're like
can I get your autograph?
Because they're like on TV,
right? Because but for you watching them, it's like you know them, even though you don't know them, you don't know anything about them, but you know that part of them that they show you every day in public when you're on TV.
Do you think we'd be famous if we did something on TV like that?
I don't want to be famous. Pass.
I don't want to be famous either.
You have no privacy. You're super judged. That's why you know what? That's honestly why I didn't want to have to do this podcast.
Why?
Because
are you afraid that you might get famous?
No, it's because people are so darn judgmental and mean.
What are they judgmental?
It doesn't matter what it is. People are mean and horrible.
That's because you can't. You know what your problem is? You take things too personally. I don't give a damn about anybody. So
I don't care what they want to say, but they just
yes, you do.
Anyway.
Yes, you do, because you just said I don't want people to. Did you just say that? You do care what people say
because they're mean and it's hurtful.
Why?
No matter how much you don't care, it's hurtful when you hear things about yourself.
Yeah, but
in public.
But you have to be used to that. I mean, you got to have a tough skin.
You have a tough skin, but you're still a human being. That's like why those Kardashians every now and again they'll reply to people's nasty comments, or they've sometimes turned off the comments because people are just mean. They have get that screen. I forget what it's called, but they get that behind that screen and they just think they
Well,
the ish.
yeah.
And they can say whatever they want
I
to
have
whoever
to,
they want, and they don't care because they want to judge you. Everything you do, you're judged.
I have to agree with you on.
And that's why I didn't want to do a podcast. I didn't want to be out. I'm just gonna be straight. I didn't want to do it because I don't want to be out in the public eye. I don't. My kids.
The thing
in
is,
the public
I really
eye.
don't think anyone's going to bother you now. Since you hate it so much
You
and
don't
you
know
hate the
that
podcast.
people are mean.
No one even knows.
People have sinister personalities.
Nobody
sinister,
knows who you are. So
It doesn't matter.
don't worry about it. Do the
Well, I'm
podcast.
gonna keep it that way. I hope.
You have to do the podcast. We're not doing it to get people to hate us and to say these things.
No one does anything for people to hate them, Ian. Celebrities are out there just wanting to do their art and they want people to enjoy it. But the haters always come out the woodwork and are just mean and nasty. That's just how people are.
Well, that's how people are, but I'm not going to allow that to stop me, players. I'm not going to allow that to stop me. I'm going to keep going.
Well, that's good for you. You do that.
You're going to do it with me too. Listen,
I'm being drug along, but I'm here.
No, but you have to take a chance. You can't just sit back and not do something in life. If that's the case, you wouldn't be doing your real estate stuff because of the haters out there that want to hate on you for being successful, right?
I don't care about those haters. That's different than people that just be judging you for every darn thing.
So you're saying people don't judge you when you do real estate stuff?
All people judge you for every damn thing.
It's the same thing.
People are just,
You got to stop worrying about people thinking just keep going forward because there's always going to be.
That's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Well, the thing is, when they hate you, it means you're doing good. Think about it. Because if they ignore you, if they don't say nothing to you, that means they don't care. But if they hating on you, it means you're doing something good. That's what that means.
Well, that is true. But
take it for what it is.
But you still, it's still work. No matter what, you're human, and humans have feelings regardless.
I have feelings.
So there are some days when you can take all the crap, and other days you just like you can't take the same. Like you could say the same thing to me today and the same thing to me tomorrow, but tomorrow I could cry. Today I'm fine.
That's true.
So
you're right.
It just depends on where you're at that day.
It depends what mood you're in. Yeah, you're right. I have to admit that. But it was fun hanging out with Noah that weekend with soccer. I mean, going down. Other than the Kobe thing,
you went to Miami for Noah's soccer tournament. He had a soccer game.
Yeah, he had a soccer game, 2 games down there. They lost both of them. He scored like a boss, and that was awesome. So
you were the proud parent.
But you know what happened?
Ian's so proud of his son.
I don't want him to hear this, but I was actually looking down when he scored the goal. Right when I looked up, I saw him do the move and shoot, but I didn't get it on video.
Of course not. We never get it on video.
And one of the parents had a camera up, and I was like, "Did you get it?" She goes, "Oh, the camera wasn't on." Shit.
We haven't got any of his goals the last 2 years.
Oh my God, he'll never be recruited because they're like, "Oh, because a lot of recruiters need footage
of your kid." Well, he ain't even that old yet. He's still young, so he'll.
Oh no, they want footage from their young. They don't care. From their young, they want footage. That's how it all works, man.
I ain't playing to their games.
What games? That ain't no games.
What's for him is for him. I ain't worried about that.
Well, I guess you're right. We shouldn't stress him out.
Nope.
He's already stressed out as it is. But yeah, we had a good time hanging out. And then, I always think that every time I do something with the kids, they'll appreciate us more.
That doesn't happen till you become an adult.
Go to soccer games. What do we do for our kids?
Everything.
That's my whole point.
Is that what we're talking about today? Are you segueing in?
Yeah,
That's what we're talking about today. So today's show is, what's it about, Ian?
I mean, if you're...
What's the topic, Ian?
The topic is, if you're a parent, do you do everything for your kids? And do you give them more attention than you do your spouse or partner? That's really the topic today.
Are you feeling neglected, Ian?
Well, in a way. I mean,
you are so spoiled.
What do you mean I'm spoiled?
Oh, you spoiled. Not even spoiled. The Jamaicans say you're spoiled. You're spoiled.
I am not. Get the hell out of here. I'm not.
Spoiled.
Why am I spoiled? Because I made an observation about my son, about my kids, about giving them all the attention. And I mean, they take so much from us. I mean, am I a bad parent for thinking our kids take so much from us?
No, that's what they do.
I mean,
they're like leeches, man. They just suck you dry.
That's how I feel. I mean, they're like little people. And when I hear them talking, I'm like, you don't even know what the hell you're talking about, but you're still talking. And they really believe they know what they're talking about.
Oh, they do.
And that's why I find myself so mad all the time. Like, why am I arguing with a 13-year-old?
That's why you stop.
The worst part is, why am I arguing with a 10-year-old, Samuel? That's the worst part. I'm like, you don't know. You don't even have a job.
He thinks he knows everything.
The clothes you wear belong to us. But yet they keep talking. It's unbelievable to me. They don't pay bills. They don't pay mortgages. But yet they expect us to take care of them all the time. No food in the house. They can't cook for themselves. Well, no. We're dying.
But
we need food.
That's where you gotta.
What?
You gotta. What's the word? Prioritize.
What do you mean prioritize?
Well, you said
do nothing for the kids.
Where parents said if parents feel that they do everything for their. I try not to do everything for my kids. I try not to. and I try to talk to them in a way, not even let me mess up my train of thought here. Sorry. But no, what I was saying is,
she was too far from the mic.
you distracted me.
Yes,
and
I
I
did.
messed up. I forgot what I was talking about.
We need to get that on video. That was funny
And
as
I
hell.
forgot what I was talking about. Now I don't even know what I was talking
No,
about.
you something about the
It
kids.
was about the kids.
it was
and,
good though.
No, it was about the kids and
Do you want me to keep talking? That way
them.
you remember it.
no, the kids. The kids taking up all the attention, I guess.
Yeah. Well, do you think they take up all the attention, or they just do it because they don't even know they're doing it? I mean,
no, kids are going to be kids, but it's a matter for the parents to prioritize and set the precedent for the role that the kids play. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people who, to each their own. I'm not judging anybody. Everyone does what works for them, right? But for me, I know from the get-go that, I try to make sure I take care of my kids, but at the same time, I always try to make sure that I gave you attention. I don't know if I told you the story on here before about the guy I met at work one day, and he told me about his wife.
what did he say?
Well,
What did he say?
I can't remember if I told the story, but I'll tell it again anyway. So I met this guy, and this is what set the tone for me in my own, after having kids in my own marriage. So
Interesting. Let's get ready to hear this.
so this is back in 2000. This is when we lived in Ocala, that's Ocala, Florida. It's a little old
Ocala.
town. I hated that place, but anyway.
Ocala was awesome.
But
Stop
when we
hating.
lived there, I met this
You're a
guy
damn
at
hater.
work. I wish I could remember his name. I only met him like once or twice, but somehow we got to talking, and he was saying how when he had his first kid, he was a bad husband because his wife wasn't giving him all the attention anymore. And he didn't like that.
Really?
Yes, he didn't like that he wasn't getting any attention, and he did things that he shouldn't have done, and he admitted to.
Did he?
I think it was cheating.
Oh, he did cheat on her.
I think he did, or something like that. He said, but he was like, I know I was wrong, but I couldn't help the way I felt. I didn't know how to process all that, but she just forgot about me. I didn't feel like I was important to her, and
So he
the kid
did
was
not-
was everything. And so, for me, I took that story and I made sure when I had my kids that I still gave you attention. Like, I didn't make my life all about our kids. And because that's what a lot of people do. And that's where a lot of people break down in their marriages, because their life is all about their kids. The
For
wife,
example?
what do you mean, for example?
Well, you
Like,
said life's all about their kids, but I mean, what? I get what you're saying, and I wonder if some people just don't even realize they're paying attention.
well, no, because you think
all their
you have
kids.
this kid, and this child needs, usually at that point, it's a baby. You have a baby, and that baby needs to be taken care of. Right. But in the same respect, unfortunately, you also have a husband
Yeah.
or spouse that's
Yeah.
also a baby in a sense, and also needs to still be taken care of. Because you have to continue to nurture your relationship, even when you have a baby. You got to try to figure it out, because that's how people get divorced.
So, I mean, I'm trying to think about. I mean, I'm sure we have friends that give a lot of attention to their kids. I mean,
I have friends who are like, or not even.
we probably have
I ain't
friends
gonna say
right
friends.
now that are
There-
listening.
There are
that
people. I ain't even gonna say friends, because I don't want anyone to think
I
I'm
am.
talking about them. 'Cause,
listen, I'm not talking about you, but I'm just saying we love our kids, but I'm sure we have friends listening that give a lot of attention to their kids, and when it comes to their spouse, probably don't give them as much attention.
right, because everything's
You know
about
what I'm
their
saying?
kids.
But the thing is that the kids eventually grow up and leave.
Well, right, and that's
You know
how
what I'm
people-
saying?
That's how people grow apart, because everything's about taking their
I ain't
kid
trying to grow apart.
soccer practice, taking their kid to
Well, that's what we do right now.
to dance, taking their kid to all the different activities that the kids do, but they don't take the time to spend with their spouse. Like, they don't take the time, or they're doing all these things. They got PTA, they got this and they got that, and
Yeah.
then they go to bed. It's late at night. They go to sleep. No intimacy, no
look
talking.
look what happens to us after a week of not doing it. I turn into an animal.
You just mean.
Shut up! I'm not. You're mean too. I'm not the only one that's mean.
I'm
We're
not
bo-
mean. I don't
what
worry
the
about
hell?
I don't worry about that. I'm too
What?
busy.
You're making the audience seem like I'm the mean person here when I
ain't
get no
worried about
ass.
Anyone else thinks? Oh, I'm not even talking about that.
Oh my God, you're lying. Everybody, she is you're lying. Don't let them think that
How
I'm
am
the.
I lying?
What do you mean you're?
I don't get mean like you do.
Natalie, let's not start now.
Oh,
Let's not start throwing
that's not the topic today.
No, but you better not start something you can't stop. But but like she was saying, I tend to agree with what you're saying. I don't feel that way about my kids. I mean, I love them. I love them very much, but I just don't like them hanging around me. I
That's so mean.
It is mean, but I don't care. I think a lot of fathers feel like I do, and mothers. I think a lot of mothers.
No, that's,
Really?
No, man.
Mothers?
Nah, bro.
Real mothers.
I'm like the minority of mothers.
What is that?
With my thoughts about motherhood.
What
I
thoughts?
feel bad. Like sometimes I won't even say like.
I
things
bet
because
you.
people
But I bet
judge you.
But I bet what you're saying is a lot of mothers feel the exact same thing. They just don't say it.
I don't know. Every mother I know is, I love motherhood.
Oh no!
It's so
They're
wonderful."
lying. They're damn liars. I don't believe any of that
Well, they
crap.
say I have hard. It's hard at times, but they're just such a joy and this and that. I mean, I was not one who.
I think they're living in false world. I don't believe because it's almost impossible to enjoy life with kids because they're always taking up your time and your emotions. Kids take a lot of emotional. What's the word I'm looking for here, Natalie? Energy out of you. They do. They literally. People think I'm crazy when I say this, but every time they come around you and they hug you when they're feeling bad and they hug you and you hug them back, I'm telling you, you're exchanging energies, man. They're feeling good and you're feeling bad. They drain you. They drain you emotionally.
Oh, I know our kids do, but our kids, our kids
are high energy.
Our kids they're spirited children, as they say. So it's another level than most people's children.
But I'd rather, you know what? Even though I say all that crap but I'd rather them be full of high spirit and energy and than just sit down and not do anything. I really would. I mean, I say all this crap and it's annoying, but I'd rather them.
I'd love them to read a book sometime and just be quiet and play chess. And
I was trying to be good by saying that. I was trying to be positive. I mean, I'd like if they read a book also. It would be a good thing, but I mean, they're kids. I mean, I don't even know what else to really say to them to make them do more. I mean,
they are who they are. So and that's fine.
We're trying to keep them going in a positive direction, but I just don't. I don't see. I don't see myself giving them all the attention that I could, just because I know that's not going to help them in the end. You know what I mean? Because once they take all your attention and they leave your home, then I'm stuck looking at your face all day. I mean, I think we discussed this in an earlier podcast.
That's the thing, though. If you do put all of your focus on your children, then you don't have anything for yourself to fall back on when they leave. Like. I see parents who are like devastated when their kids leave. And
what do you mean?
like,
describe your definition
I don't
of
know.
devastated.
They just don't know what to do with themselves.
What do you mean they don't know what to do with
They're
themselves?
like lost because all of their time was spent shuttling kids everywhere. So when the kids leave, they're like, okay, now what do we do? That's why they get divorced.
So literally, when the kids leave, that part of their life is gone, and they can't even look at their spouse anymore because really there's nothing there.
Well, I mean,
right?
That's if all those years you didn't cultivate your relationship.
So do you think you
just focused on your kids and their needs and not focused on your marriage?
My question right now is, do you think people listening to this podcast right now are going through that exact situation where they're slowly growing apart?
A lot of people do.
They've been together for years, but they have kids, but they don't know each other and they're slowly growing apart. Every single day
Yes, because you get into a routine of just doing life. I mean, but if that's what works for people, then that's what works for them.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I don't think that's what I think they believe that's what works for them because that's their normalcy, but I don't believe that's a normal thing.
No. Well, that's the part of you can't let your kids take over your whole life. And a lot of times people don't even realize it's happening because it's just their life.
Well,
they just do it day by day, but you don't. Like I make a conscious effort for us to spend time alone. I kick the kids out of our room because our kids are always wanting. Even when our kids were little, I did not have them in the bed a lot. Which I kind of wish I had.
Why?
Because I feel like people are closer with their kids.
No. See, that's where I have to stop you. You are very close to your kids. You're just not that type of parent that overwhelms them with attention. Trust me, our kids will love us to death.
Your kid's going to love you regardless. You could be the horrible parent and your kids still love you.
I mean, no. That's not necessarily true.
Most kids, it's like an unconditional. Even when you treat them bad and you've done things bad to them, that's why they grow up crazy when they have those problems. Well, that's true too.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think making them sleep in the bed would have made a difference.
I don't know. Some people say it doesn't.
Man.
But I kept.
I don't believe that crap.
In our marriage, we kept the bed as a sacred place without children.
Hell yeah. No damn kids in the bed.
It was very rare that we had the kids in the bed, but that's just us. I mean, I know people who they go sleep and their kids are in their bed because they say the kids aren't going to be there forever. So
that's a bunch of crap.
You know.
That's just my opinion.
I always let the kids in once a month because there's a certain time when nothing's happening around my house. So then I let them if they want to stay in the room at that point.
I don't want them in there at all. I don't care if it's that time of the month.
You're mean.
I'm not mean.
I let them in at least.
No. When I'm here and you're not on vacation, Daddy, can we sleep in the bed? Hell no. Go and sleep in your room. Daddy wants to sleep alone. I don't want them sleeping in me. I just want to sleep by myself. Don't call me grumpy. I'm not grumpy.
You're like grumpy little selfish.
I am not a grumpy. I am not a selfish
little
kid.
They need that sometimes.
I mean,
they do need that.
Don't get me wrong.
And that's why I guess that's why there's the yin and the yang.
Wait, don't get me
moms and dads.
Don't make me seem like I'm the bad guy here, because every now and then I do transition into a nice person, and we watch a movie together. We do. Sometimes we watch a movie and stuff together and laugh, and then I know they like it, so I do it. I'm not that mean all the time.
Yeah, but the kids like to be in their parents' bedroom,
Why?
Their parents' room.
Why? Ridiculousness.
I don't know. You have to ask them. I don't know why. I've never actually. That's a good question. Why? Why do they want to be?
You
there?
should ask.
Because they want to be closer to you.
I think so, but I don't want them in there anyway. I don't want them in the bed.
Well, all those years they rarely ever stayed in the bed anyway.
I mean, you know what? I think the kids. I don't know. I guess if they show that they want to be in the bed, it shows that they still want to be close to us.
Yeah, and that's why you should oblige them sometimes and not be so mean.
No, I still don't want them in the bed. Even though I love them, bed's still mine. They got their own beds. I can hug them during the day before I go to sleep. Listen, I hug them every single night and pray for them. Not every single night, but I hug them every single night and I give them a hug and a kiss. Shouldn't that be enough?
It should be for you. You want it to be enough, but it's not always enough for a kid.
I tell them.
Kids need a lot of hugs, man. They need a lot of affection.
Listen,
I've had to learn to be.
You've had to learn.
Yes, I'm not. Well, I guess both of us have affection issues.
I have more affection issues than you do. I have to work hard.
But you do. You're better at it than I am.
Well, that's because I know how fathers impact sons very much when they're young. So as a dad, I do it not because I necessarily want to. I do love them, but I know the more affection they get from me at their ages, it affects them as they get older from their dads, specifically from their dads. So they're looking for that father son connection at a very young age, and that makes an impact on them. Because look what happened to me with my dad.
What happened to you?
I turned out crazy.
You're semi-crazy.
Well, I think I've spoken to
But you still got... The thing about it is, though, you were not fully deprived because you had a replacement.
Yes. You
had someone who filled in those gaps.
Yes. Jeff's dad. Yes.
That your dad didn't know how to fulfill.
My dad did not know how to fulfill... what's the... Intimacy? Not intimacy. That's not a word for father and son, right? That's is it?
It's still... Yeah, but it's that connection. It's like that bond.
I wasn't close to my dad in my teenage years. I think I started drifting apart when I finally figured out that he didn't know what he was doing. But
most teenagers, that's when you kind of, and that's one of the things that I have consciously thought about and try to do more.
What?
Because what happens is as kids get older,
mm-hmm.
and that's something I realized too when I had my nephew, it was preparing me, and I didn't know or realize it then.
Oh, you mean your brother's son? Yes,
I had my nephew. He lived with us for a while, and a lot of mistakes that I made with him, I know I can see now what I didn't do and how I could have helped that I didn't. Overall, though, I did the best that I could at the time, but I didn't know any better. But I see a lot of what I went through with him prepared me for my own children.
Well, I guess in a weird way it kind of
because I wasn't very affectionate with him, and he didn't get a lot of affection from anywhere. And I realized that later on. I'm like, gosh, I just didn't. I'm not his mom, so I didn't think much about it, but he needed those kids, even teenage boys need physical touch, physical affection,
I think,
and hugs. Like,
I think it would have made a bigger difference in his life if he would have got a lot of that.
Yeah.
Even from me, I hate to say it,
but we just didn't know any better. We were clueless. I mean, we never had
we didn't think about any touching or hugging, and that would make it. But I think even after just
every now and again we would hug him, but then it was kind of late when we realized it.
I think even young boys, even young girls, definitely they need hugs a lot of. Even though they might not look at Samuel. Every time we try to hug him, he acts like he doesn't want it, but he does.
Yes.
I mean, he wants hugs a lot. Like every night, I feel bad because sometimes I get mad at him. And right when I'm putting him in the bed, he's like, "Daddy, pray for me." I'm like, "Oh man, I feel so bad because I'm mad. I don't want to pray for you. I don't want to pray for you when I'm mad at you." I prefer to pray when I'm in a better mood. But I mean, I think when a son does that with a parent, that's a big deal to the son at the time. Daddy, pray for me. And I think that's what he's going to remember as he gets older is that, I ask my dad to pray for me. He pray for me every night, So those small things that he does, I notice it. And I try to make sure I'm there for him because I know it's going to make a difference as he gets older, man.
Right. But then that's the balance. What's too much and what's not enough? So how do you balance your spouse and your children so that your kids are getting what they need, but your spouse is still having what they need? Because a lot of people end up straying because they feel like that guy did. He felt unappreciated. He felt unloved by his wife because she gave so much to their kids.
So do you think if he would have communicated with her and told her how he felt that she would have changed and probably...
Maybe. It depends on the woman. I mean, she may have, but he never really told her that I felt...
That's what I mean.
Feel like I mean, how many guys are going to be like, honey, I don't feel like you're really paying me any attention. And then the wife's going to be like, we just got a baby. What's wrong with you? I ain't got time to deal with you and all your...
Now, did she have a baby? Was it a newborn baby? Because it's different.
Yes. And it was around that time. But still...
He's being a little bitch. That's all. Yes.
Because you were the same way.
I was not the same way. I was not the same way. I didn't understand what a baby meant for our relationship. I'll admit it.
And that's the same thing he didn't understand.
Now, I didn't go out and cheat. You see what I'm saying? I didn't...
Well, no, but that's the thing, though. If she didn't know what he was needing. He needed these emotional connections. It may not be like, sex or whatever. He needed to feel loved and remembered by his wife at that. Even though she was busy with their child, he still needed to feel like he was somebody, and he did not. Right? She did not make him feel it because she was busy with her baby. This is her first child or whatever.
I can see that.
Right. So, and you were the same way when we had our kids.
I don't remember this.
It took you a long time to train. But
I don't remember.
I'll tell you something.
What?
99.9% of couples go through this. And because the baby comes, at 6 weeks, they wait that 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, the guys were like, all right, let's go. Let's put that, that bun in the oven. Let's do, that's the wrong thing.
Put that bun in the oven.
Wrong
damn.
Kind of thing.
Oh, damn.
But, they're ready to get busy.
Let's get another
right?
baby.
Right. They're ready to get busy. And the wife is like, I'm tired. I don't want to, don't touch me. Leave me alone. And he's like, he feels rejected. He's like, well, she used to always want to do it with me before. And now she don't want me or, this and that. But the guy doesn't realize that her body is changing. She's going through all these things. She's getting no sleep. He's getting no sleep, but he still has his drives and his urges, right?
Mm-hmm. I think some people are listening to us right now. This is happening with them right now.
Right. But the thing is,
all you young dads out there.
Yeah. But the thing is, that what a lot of the men don't do and don't know to do.
Here it comes.
Is they're not helping their wives enough with the baby for her to feel less stress to want to. That's what I told you.
But what happens if the dad has like a day job and he's out all day, working a hard job?
And what is she doing all day? She's working tending to a baby. She got a job too.
Damn.
Yeah.
You got a point. I was trying to make a point and then you busted me. Damn it.
Once you have a baby, it's a 24/7 job for both parents. Both parents are always working.
Well, we almost got divorced. I wouldn't say divorced, but we got in some big fights when,
because Ian,
you're right.
Yeah, we have to go to therapy.
Yeah, you're right.
You didn't want to wash bottles. You didn't want to.
I hated the whole. I didn't even want to have kids so young.
But that's the thing. You got to remember though. When women have 8 months of this thing growing in their bodies or whatever, 9 months or whatever, and you adjust your body and your mind is always adjusting. Men, y'all are the same. Nothing. A lot of times. I mean, not every man is like this, but the majority of men. But nothing changes for you in your body. Right? So when that baby comes, your body's still the same it was before, right? And so everything for you is the same, but for the woman, her body's changing. She feels different. She feels weird. She's bleeding.
Oh, yeah.
The baby, it's a whole thing. Your breast got milk coming. It's a whole thing. But the men.
Did you say your breast got bigger?
Well, the milk comes in, right? So, but for a man, your body and everything around you is the same. Right? So when the baby comes, you're just like, all right, okay.
Some men change.
The baby.
Some men change.
Well, yeah, some do, but a lot of men, I don't know what it is, but a lot of guys just aren't equipped and ready when a baby comes for that change. It took you months. It took therapists to get you to understand. You used to argue with me about washing the baby bottles, dude.
I did.
ration bottles.
That's because I was selfish. I didn't want to do nothing.
Well, that's my point.
I didn't want to do nothing, man. I think this whole baby thing is
right,
God.
because you
Just
didn't
thinking
go
about
through
it now.
that process. Your body didn't change,
Just
so for you, everything was the same.
Thinking about it now, I mean, I was stupid. I probably shouldn't have had kids so young, and probably should have waited.
Well, we weren't trying to have kids.
No, you're the one that messed up, but hanging around those different women got me messed up. Let's do it with a psycho. What the hell?
It was
I
fine
thinking?
Until I went to work with women,
and then you forgot to tell me. And
I didn't think about
it. Yeah. Common theme here. Let's go mess it up. But I mean, I could see how kids present such a big, what's the word I'm looking for here? When it comes to relationships, they are big.
They can create a wedge.
I'm not gonna say burden, but
it can become like a wedge or a barrier to the spouses.
It is
continuing to connect.
It is.
People drift apart when they have kids, partly because they don't communicate their needs, but partly because kids take up so much time, or parents give their kids so much time that they don't take the time for themselves as a couple. And that's where the problem is.
I don't know what could we tell them? I mean, we're not perfect.
That's the thing. That's where you gotta, you shut your door and say, no kids, y'all do your own thing, or when the kids go to bed, like if you have younger kids, you put them to bed and you say, okay, let's take some time for ourselves. Even if it's an hour where you talk to your spouse or your partner, your relation, or whatever, you talk to them and you communicate, but you can't just sit there. Yes, I talk with my hands.
Natalie, I wish you could see this on video. Natalie's talking with her hands, and her hands are going all over the place.
Okay. I'm exercising. But that's why
funny.
It's important to find that time and have date nights. I mean, we don't even have date night that often, but what I do is I'm like, Ian, let's watch TV or lay to bed late.
Sorry, keep going.
It's not a doo-doo Bronx. So what I do like to do is say, hey, Ian, let's go, or sometimes we'll leave and go to eat for an hour by ourselves and leave the kids at home. That's our kids are older now, but when they were younger, we used to do quiet time. When they were like,
did we?
Yes, I'd make them stand in the room and I say it's quiet time.
And they would stay quiet?
Yeah, they had to stay quiet.
I don't remember that.
Maybe they were 4 or 5. I don't remember. Yeah, we used to give them quiet time.
This was at Brightview?
Yeah.
I don't remember
They had
that.
quiet time and we would make them stay in the room for a while.
I wish I could say I remember that, but I don't remember any of that at all. I don't know what happened.
I was the one who would initiate quiet time. So that way we would spend, it may have been 20 minutes, it may have been 30 minutes, but it was just time to be together and without the kids being right there.
No, that's understandable. I mean, it's just the way it is sometimes. But I mean, as far as the kids hanging around, I also didn't like them being in bed a lot. I mean, I think we already covered that. But even when I was gone for this little Miami trip and Sam was sleeping on the floor. Remember, I came back. Was that from Miami?
Yeah, he likes to sleep on the floor because the dog will sleep next to him.
Listen, everybody, my 10-year-old son thinks he's the man or something. So when I'm gone out of town, Natalie lets him sleep on the floor in the room.
Well, that's where he wants to sleep. And I offer the bed, and he is like, no.
And I told him, I was like, dude, when I get back, I said, you got to get your stuff out of the room. So I come back, all the stuff's on the floor, like he thinks I changed my mind. And so I just take it all, Daddy, where's my sheet and where's my pillow? I said, it's in the room. Oh, why are you putting it in the room? I was like, because you're not sleeping here.
I mean, it's in your room.
It's in your room, bro. So that's where you're sleeping tonight. Then he gets mad at me because he can't sleep in the room no more. But I mean, as a dad, I need time with you.
Right. And see that, and that's that balance, and trying to find that balance where the kid wants to be in the room, but you got to put them out, and you feel bad.
I don't feel bad.
I feel bad sometimes,
You always
but
feel
bad. I know what's important overall. And honestly, I can't say I put my kids before my spouse. I don't. My kids come after my spouse. That's just me. That's just the way I do things. But that's to keep my relationship going, because my relationship, even after the kids are grown up, I want to maintain that. So I maintain it now, so it will be okay for later, hopefully.
I don't know. I would hope that some people are listening, and I don't know.
Well, everybody does what works for them.
Maybe you can talk about it with their spouse. More sex, something to get the spark going.
Well, I mean, the spark. That's like why sometimes when we do go out, right? I try to find us an activity that we both haven't done before. That's some of the things they recommend. Like if you're trying to reconnect with your spouse, to do an activity that you both never done before. Like we don't go to the movies together. It's rare.
We do go to the movies together. Wait.
With the kids, we don't go together.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, you're right.
Because when you go to a movie, you're not talking to the person.
That's
you're
right.
just watching the movie.
That's
so
right.
you're not really connecting or bonding.
So you could be kissing during the movie. That'd be connecting and bonding.
I ain't spending $13 and then kissing. I'm watching the movie.
Oh, you are a punk ass. I can't believe how dare
I'm
you.
getting my money's worth. What's the point of me going to the movie, spending $13? Then you got to buy what, $15 popcorn and all that stuff?
No, that's because you're going to spend money on $15 popcorn. I ain't spending all that type of money. I don't think so.
No.
But that's messed up how you wouldn't kiss and make out in the movie.
No, I'm there to watch the damn movie. I ain't got time for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, my wife, Natalie Martin. Mm-hmm.
That's okay. But that's why I don't do movies for date night. Like, you don't ever organize date night. I end up organizing it. So
I've organized a date night before.
I never pick movies.
We've gone to restaurants before, talked.
Well, that's different. You're talking, you're conversing. So yes, maybe if you do dinner and a movie, but that's so
don't
cliche.
make it seem like I don't do. I try to do something sometimes. Damn.
Yeah.
Don't give me that
Don't
damn
try
look.
to think back of when the last time you organized.
When was the last time you organized something?
I always organize what we do.
Name something.
I organized in Texas when we went.
Oh,
for a couple
hell
days.
no.
I organized that.
My birthday?
Well, it was something.
Oh, hell no. That doesn't count, dude. That's my birthday, man. But we do that every year.
Yeah, but anytime I do organize it. Well, we've done rock climbing before together. We both went. That was horrible.
12 years ago?
Well, we
14
did.
years, your ass got stuck at the top and couldn't get down? I'm
I'm
scared. I don't want to go down.
we did like go-kart. Did we do go-karting before without the kids?
We've done a lot of stuff without the kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I find activities that we
our
can do
honeymoon
without
was the
kids.
best. I think our honeymoon was the best time.
Well, there was no kids even.
Hell
around.
no, there was
man.
no kids.
But
Life was so good.
But my
oh
point
man, there's no
But
kids.
my point is that you gotta cultivate what you got. So find a way, whether you spend time in your bedroom, even if you can't go out and you don't have a babysitter, lock the door.
I agree.
Put the kids to bed.
Yeah.
Or tell them they have to be quiet. Leave them out there watching TV and be like, if y'all make noise, you're going to bed. And you go in your room and you take time for yourselves with the kids. You know, and if you tell them, if you knock on my door, if there's no blood, tell them if there's no blood, if there's no blood. Yeah, if there's not blood, don't knock on my door. It goes, you're gonna go to bed.
Damn.
That's right. I've told them that.
You told them that before?
Yeah, if there's no blood, don't bother me.
Damn, I hope
unless somebody's hurt and dying, don't bother me.
I hope in Jesus' name there's no blood in that room.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If someone's bleeding, that means someone's hurt. If you're not
ladies and gentlemen,
hurt, don't bother me.
You just heard what Natalie said. If there's no problem, there's no blood. First of all, I'm not going to draw any blood in this relationship.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about the kids when they come to the door.
I know.
So that's what I'm talking. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was just trying to make a point, and then
I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
I was trying to tell them that if there's blood, it's going to be mine because now he's going to hurt me. That's what I was trying to draw the conclusion.
I don't even know where you're coming from with that, but that's why I tell the kids so they know if they bother me.
I agree.
If they bother us and it's not necessary, then they're going to go to bed. So
yeah, I agree.
They want to get to stay up, so they won't come to the door unless it's really important.
Yeah, I've seen the first time I saw it. I was like, "Natalie, why aren't the kids coming?" And you said because I told them to go and be quiet.
Yeah, well, but probably was one of those quiet time days. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you gonna come to my door, but that is me giving us time to reconnect.
Yeah,
because we don't.
No, you're right.
We're busy all the time, and we don't have time to talk all the time.
You're right.
I mean, we can go all week and not hardly have a conversation.
I know.
Before bed.
I know.
Right. So, but you have
Best time ever.
Right, but you can't. Anyway, I'm talking a lot today.
You were talking like a.
But you can't let that keep going. You can do that for a week, but you can't let that go for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And that's when you begin to grow apart. And when you begin to grow apart, that's when someone else can grow right in there and take your spouse. That's how it works.
Who's going to well.
That's how it happens.
What a way to end things. Someone might come in there and take your spouse.
Yep.
Damn. Well, I'm sure that's happened before to some of you all out there. It's not funny, but it happens. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody come in, if you're not paying attention, somebody will come in and take you away, or you might be the person that leaves and whatever. I don't know.
Yep. Because you're not happy, so you start confiding in somebody else.
It's amazing how everything is based on emotions and how you feel.
And lack of communication.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds simple enough on the surface, but, I mean, just by communicating and just telling people how you feel, and I mean, I think you can change a lot, but.
Yes. So husbands, if you are feeling a certain way, if you're feeling forgotten, if you're feeling that you're not that important to your wife or your spouse or whoever you are, whatever, whoever you got.
Punks.
If it's a husband to another husband, whatever.
Punks.
But if you're not feeling like you're getting that attention that you need, tell the person. If you feel like, but don't be like, you're not paying. No, say, I miss you. I miss spending time with you. And what can we do to get that back? Tell the person like that. Don't be like, you don't want to have sex with me anymore, or you don't pay no attention to me. No,
I think she's making fun of me with that little last comment right
No,
there.
I'm not actually. I'm just talking in general.
Okay.
I'm just talking in general. So you got to tell the person. In the same way, if the person is coming to you with their need, you need to address that and say, I hear you, and let's figure out a way to make this work.
Well,
if you want to keep your relationship going, that's what you got to do. There's no way around it, or else eventually it's going to die.
that's
like an old withered up flower.
Withered up flower.
And then all the little petals fall off.
Damn, Natalie, that's very sad.
It is. That's what I'm saying. But when people split up, I always feel very sad. I really do. I'm like, oh, why can't they make it work? Like, what happened?
Yeah,
I feel sad. It makes me sad.
But I mean, it's hard to make relationships work, dude. It's very difficult, and sometimes some people just can't get it to work. It doesn't mean they're bad people.
No, it's because
it just doesn't work.
No, that's true too. I mean, like I said, I just think it's sad. So that's why as much as you can to prevent that happening, I try to help people to do that.
No. Well, welcome to the Natalie show today. Psychologist Natalie has spoken for the last 20 minutes.
I've been doing a lot of talking. I apologize. Everyone.
Obviously, I'm not paying her attention. That's why she's talking like that.
Actually, you know what? I haven't talked really that much this week.
Oh my God.
I work at home and I don't get out very often, and I'm a super extrovert.
If anybody wants to come in and record an episode, please come in so Natalie has somebody to talk to during the podcast recording.
Yes, we need to. Oh yeah, we need to keep getting our friends and family visitors to the show.
Yeah, that's coming up. We have some friends and some special guests on the upcoming episodes.
Pretty much everyone's going to always be friends and family, people that we know.
Well, I mean, we're going to keep the episodes positive for the most part, and keep everything going in the direction that'll help people. But I am so glad we were able to talk about this today, and for all the listeners out there that have a streaming, you can join us on. I wonder if I can remember all this.
Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, the #1 podcast. That's what I keep hearing on the radio. the number one app for podcasts.
Google Podcasts.
Spreaker.
Yep. What's the other one? Spreaker, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Castbox,
Spotify.
What's the rest of them?
I don't know the rest. That's on your. That's
your damn! I used to know.
I don't know any of them.
Please comment on the Family Mess Facebook page. We have that up and running. Please leave your comments there. Subscribe, like, everything to make us get our numbers up. But it's true.
How about we just want to hear from you? That's always my
future episodes. We've gotten a lot of positive feedbacks for future episodes. So thank you all for that, and we'll see you soon in the next episode of the Family Mess Podcast. God bless.